All right, guys, we're ready to go live. Yesterday we had, I was working on building up my elo on bullet chests up to 1100, and we did that today. We have open challenges, open all ratings, welcome. Invites on chess.com can be sent to checkmate 4283. All Oz says hello. Hey man, how's it going? Things going well, man. Just hanging out with my girlfriend for a little bit. Just got home, made some noodle salad. Was going to watch a little bit of South Park, but didn't end up didn't end up doing that. Got a little late, and I wanted to hop on the stream and say hello to everyone. I think I'm gonna start adding these little messages to help people. How's your day been going, man? How have you been doing, Jay? I'm good. Cool, man. I just heard that the Queen's Gambit movie that came out last year, they're having a sequel come out, which is going to be kind of interesting. I'm not sure if you saw the Queen's Gambit, man, but it was pretty good. Yeah, and that show is killer. I think it was loosely based off of Bobby Fischer's story. I say that you want to watch Queen's Gambit. Have you not seen it yet? It's pretty good. It's pretty good if you haven't. I highly recommend. I think it was on. This pawn is supposed to be poisoned for some reason. I only watched one episode. It gets good the more you watch it. Man, I'm so bad at bullet chess. And I mean I'm really bad. Only watch one episode. That's when she's still like a kid and stuff, right? Only has one move here. Then I bring the rook up. I'm just so bad at bullet chess, man. Oh my gosh. But I think it's loosely based on Bobby Fischer because if you don't know who that is, Bobby Fischer was like a child prodigy when he was like 12 or whatever, and during the Cold War, Russia would boast about the intellect of their players, of just the intellect of people in Russia. And one of the ways they would boast about that was they would use chess as an example of showing intellect. Yeah, you know who Bobby Fischer is. And so Bobby Fischer, they had a face-off. I think during the Cold War there was like a contest. One was between China and one was between the U.S. and Russia. Oops, I'm out of time. And the ping pong thing, I think China let us win. I think there was a thing that came out 10 years ago that said they let us win. They were much better. China has amazing athletes. But when we went face to face with Russia in chess, they had like these amazing grandmasters and stuff, and we sent over. I forget how old Bobby Fischer was at the time. He was like 17 or 18. He was a teenager. I don't think he was older than that. And he went over. Yeah, I don't know if there were other Americans that were with him. But it's a pretty cool story. He single-handedly took on all of the Russian grandmasters. Pretty incredible story. I mean, the guy's a genius. But Beth Harmon it's like the female version of that in the Queen's Gambit, where she takes on these Russian grandmasters. But I mean, the show's done so well. That had some really cool stories and give her some character development that is fantastic. And all the chess games are real. Like some of like they use really cool games in their show. Whoops, that hangs a piece. Am I actually doing okay on a bullet game? Did I just jinx it by saying that? Rats. We're just gonna push this pawn to kick the knight. And now we have attack. Because when this queen moves, we're golden. Oh, what the heck? I should have taken that knight with the rook. Hey, we won a bullet game. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Are you interested in playing a game tonight, Faz? Or it's Jay, right? You prefer Jay? Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, I'll send you a... Is Jay where I send the invite, though? Is it J-E? Was that you? Play friend. I think that's you. I was trying to play some, yesterday I had this challenge for myself of trying to get to the 1100 rating on bullet chess. My bullet games are trash. Okay, it was Jay. Cool. I'm glad I remembered. I was second guessing myself for a little bit. But I was working on these bullet games because I'm not good at them, man. Philidor's Defense. Someone beat me with a Philidor's Defense recently. And I thought I was pretty good at playing against it. But I was working on that, and I could not win the bullet games, man. I kept losing on time, so I watched a couple streamers today who are doing bullet games, and I saw how fast they made the moves. Dude, it's like instant. You just don't think about it. It's very nuts. But after watching those a couple times, I could do the bullet chess afterwards. It wasn't that big of a problem, surprisingly. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this. There's not. I can't put the knight where I want it to. Where I want it to. I can move the bishop first and then bring to knight e2. I was worried because if I put it knight e2 right now, then the bishop's kind of locked in there. But I don't want to trade the bishops. Now I have to. But now if the bishop isn't there, f5 is a good square. Okay. I feel like I would have taken with a knight there. I think that's the master move, because then you have two pieces developed now instead of... I don't really count the queen as a developed piece. This is good. A6, probably with the idea of b5, maybe? E3 covers the square for this knight. I could have done that with bishop f4, pawn c3 later. Yeah, I messed up a little bit. Just a little bit. Good move, man. Taking advantage of my mistakes. Queenside castle, no way. Really? Let's do it, Jay. Opposite side castle. This is just when games get crazy. When you have opposite side castle games, it just always becomes a rush of pawns. You know, this is gonna get very nuts very fast, and it's just about like who's developed and who has their rooks on the files. So very often people will try to exchange a pawn. That's pretty well protected. I'm going to offer a pawn sacrifice just to open this file up. Now takes, then we have knight d5. And we'll be looking at a fork here. Or it prevents the g6 knight from developing, except for e7. That'll be in the way of the rook, making this pawn safe, and maybe we will have e5 coming later. Maybe. But also this is the ideal spot for the knight anyway. This is an outpost where it can't be taken. It's part of why c5 is problematic in the Philidor's defense. There are people who play it, who play the c5 move, and I'm not one of those people. I don't know how to. Black has some weird threats going on. So when this knight comes to b6, it's a fork. There are some easy defenses here. One is just moving the king. Gets you out of the way. Knight e7 can come later. Okay, here it is. Knight b6. Pillow. Hey, Pillow. How's it going, my man? Good to have you back. Thanks so much for being here, man. I starting to stream a little later today, but I'm glad Foz and you showed up. Or sorry, Jay. I'm doing great. Good to hear, man. I was gonna go to the gym earlier, but it got a little too late in the day. I missed out my chance. Do you want to play a game in a little bit, Pillow? Or are you just spectating at the moment? Cool, man. You got next game is all yours, man. All yours, Pillow. I'm really excited, guys. I'm getting a new monitor tomorrow, which should make, I think, when I'm streaming, you guys can see like my task bars and stuff, right? Like this top part and the start bar. Can you guys see those parts or not? Yeah, I think it shows up. So if I get a new monitor, that should eliminate that, which is pretty exciting. I want to make this stuff look as nice as possible for you guys. I'm sorry I wasn't able to watch your stream in the morning for you. I slept early. I don't think Yeah, I think you were there last time I was streaming Pillow. I didn't get a chance to stream this morning. I had a little extra work today. Yesterday when I was doing a morning stream, it was my day off. Yeah. So you didn't miss anything. I didn't get around to doing it yet. I had some chores to do too. This is an interesting move here. So white can en passant, but then the knight takes it and gets out, opens up the threat on the bishop again. A second ago, Foz and I were talking about the Queen's Gambit is decided to have a new season. Have you seen the Queen's Gambit, Pillow? The new chess show? I'm pretty excited because if that series really takes off again, it'll increase the pool of chess players who might want to come in and join and play with us. I've heard they released a new season. I think they couldn't have released it already. I think I heard, well, the first season came out in October, I think. Like eight or 9 months ago. So I think what they did is they announced the season. If they released it already, if they released a second season already, I haven't heard about it. And also that'd be pretty fast. I missed this exchange where white can now take the black queen. That's not very good. That was not a grandmaster move, black. Kind of a really cool pawn structure though. I love this. This is really cool, Jay. I love it. Let's do knight c6. Now pawn pushes, bishop takes. bishop might be a better defender here anyway. We will probably fianchetto. Or do we? Pillow says, I was supposed to say I heard they will release a new season. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we were saying the same thing, I think, then. Yeah, I heard that today. I'm pretty excited, man. I really liked the show. I thought it was really cool. All right, now black has a double threat on this. Oh, castles with check. Good move, Jay. Didn't see that check. Caught me with my pants down, man. Let's see. White needs to address this this pawn. If white wanted to, instead of defending, they could play e6, and the only way to defend this bishop is capturing. The bishop can't take because of the pin from the rook now. And doubling black's pawns, while white has two knights, the knights would actually be pretty good defenders. Okay, now black needs to get rooks into the game. We're going to release the pin, get the bishop over to g4, and when it's the only other defender of this pawn. So white needs to play h3 right now. There's probably some other moves. There's counterplay for sure. This pawn is defended already. Not that worried about it. Yeah, there's other ways than just defending. You can always generate counterplay. Attack a piece instead of defending the one you have. This is such a man. I don't know if I've ever been in this position before with the pawns. This looks so bizarre. I kind of love it. I think here it's easy for white to get really hung up on defending this piece. Like it's hard for this to take care of this knight. So you can keep attacking these other pieces. But I think the right move here for white is counterattack. So instead of defending this pawn, the knight can come back to e3, attacking this pawn. So it captures, 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 captures. Then this knight can come to c4 and capture. And that ends with a threat. Queen's Gambit is d4, c4. Yeah. It only works if it's d4, d5, c4. Yeah. And then if the black pawn captures the c pawn, then it's the Queen's Gambit accepted. And there's a separate line where black plays d6 and it's the Queen's Gambit declined. So there's two different lines there, and man, it's like one of the oldest openings. You know, like there's okay, so this is it's really thick. Like people who play the Queen's Gambit, they know that opening, and like grandmasters or like international player, like top world people, man, they know that opening like 16, 20 moves deep. It's ridiculous. There's a lot of theory into it. So this knight move has a trap. If king captures, e6 has a check. Hey Krish, good to have you here, man. Which is more used, King's Gambit or Queen's Gambit? From Pillow. I would say the Queen's Gambit. The Queen's Gambit is used at all levels. Pillow says, hi, Krish. Yeah, man, you guys are starting to get some regulars, guys. It's really awesome. Fantastic. Thank you guys all for being here. The King's Gambit, I feel like the King's Gambit, the Queen's Gambit is like the most common opening if you're white playing d4. The King's Gambit is really not the most common opening if you're playing e4, if you're playing with the King's Pawn. So let's talk about this game for just a second. White has this trap of king captures knight, bishop moves d6 with surprise check. King moves back, pawn captures, but we have a couple defenders on this pawn. There's no light squared bishop. Where are the queens? The queens demise. Krish says, hi Pillow. Where are the queens? I'll rewind and show you, Krish. E4, we've tried to play a Sicilian. White using advance. And then here, played d5, and look at this weird combination that happened, Krish. Whoops, sorry. There's an exchange. And look at this pawn structure. Isn't this bizarre? I don't think I've ever played a game that had this kind of structure before. But anyway, it was a runway for the queens. I made a small calculating error. White is playing very well. Alright, now we have the surprise attack. I think we just move right back to c1. I think we weirdly had the move knight. But then there's a surprise check later. Okay, and here we just have to keep a cool head. This pawn is getting close to queening, but that's sometimes one square is a mile away, guys. You know, like it's one square, but there's two pieces guarding it, and I just took white's knight, so this knight isn't coming to defend it anytime soon. Nothing's attacking it yet, but it's difficult for white to defend it. And we're definitely we can move the king and get one more defender. That was a very bold and interesting tactic. I'm glad we got to see that. How's your day been going, Krish? It's good to have you back. Krish says fine. Good to hear, man. Slightly busy. Yeah, me too, man. So I'm a music teacher, and I don't teach at like schools. Like I'm not part of the school season. I teach private lessons. But when the school year ends, like people's availability changes a lot. So I'm having to change my. I'm about to drastically change all my scheduling and stuff. So it's kind of weird making phone calls and stuff and trying to figure out what people are doing. We might have to get on top of this pawn right away. Chris says, by the way, do you play Pokemon? I don't. So I don't play a lot of Pokemon. I did watch the show a lot when I was a kid. But well, here. It would be better if Jay played f8, check, rook, takes queen, then pawn takes bishop. Played f8. f8, check. Wait. Hold on. f8, check. Played f8 check, rook takes bishop, rook takes pawn, rook takes queen, then pawn takes bishop. Where does the pawn take the bishop? Oh, I see. Like right here. Rook takes, pawn takes. That would hang the bishop. If this rook was on f8 there, we would have won the bishop. Yeah, good eyes though. Yeah, I didn't see that move order. Another pawn. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow. I think if white was going to push this pawn, e6 is too available to kick the rook. I think if white was going to go that path, rook to e1 was better. Because now I can kind of actually kick that rook. We actually are going to do that. This is gonna be good. But Krish, by the way, do you like Pokemon? So I recently played the Pokemon Snap game that came out recently. Have you seen that, Krish? But the other thing is, I don't play a lot of Pokemon, but my girlfriend, that I've been seeing for the past year, like loves Pokemon. Like it's bizarre. Like she knows like every single evolution, every generation. Like not like every Pokemon, but like pretty much. Like there aren't any she hasn't seen. You know. And if you like Krish, here, she made me a painting recently. A Pokemon painting. And I will actually... Ooh, I just hung that pawn, didn't I? I'll wash the plates first. You can play a game after. Am I hanging pieces, guys? What the heck? I'm hanging pieces. Oh my gosh. What's wrong with me? I'll wash plates first, you can play a game after. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Pillow. Let me go get that Pokemon picture, Krish. I'll show it to you. Krish says, "No, I played Red and Fire Red." White plays B4. This is tough. Not easy to play. We just capture. We need to get the king to A6. So I'll show you this, Krish. This is a Pokemon painting I have. So, pretty cool. It's not something I watch all the time, but it's pretty cool. Psyduck, yeah, man. Yeah, thank you. My girlfriend painted that, and she asked me what Pokemon she would be if she was a Pokemon, so I said she was a Psyduck. And I said if I was a Pokemon, I would be a Farfetch'd. So they're both ducks. That's kind of cute. I also like French cooking, so I have a leek. Yeah, guys. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm glad you guys like that. We'll take on F2. The thing is, white and black, neither one of us have really developed our rooks. Here, I doubled mine. Let's see what white does. I did not see that move. Phyllis says, there is a Pokemon game in FB. On Facebook? I did not know that. Oh, guys, we are in trouble now. If white gets both these rooks down here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys. Like, if rook captures rook c8, this is checkmate. Comes over. Oh my gosh. We are in trouble, guys. We are in a lot of trouble. And not to mention, Pokemon Medallion. Pillow says Pokemon game in Facebook is Pokemon Medallion. I haven't heard of it, man. Haven't heard of that one. How do we get out of this? You have a check. I do have a check. But the thing is, the White King is eventually going to... Yeah, I was looking at D2. Eventually, the White King isn't going to have checks. Or we're not going to have checks on the King. I was looking at, like, maybe my salvation here is check, King moves, and then we come down to D7, but we're not defending the rook well enough. One problem we have, though, is rook A8 is checkmate. I mean, that's really bad. White also has these perpetual checks. We don't want to draw, we want a win. So what we do have here, we have rook d8 check. That's pretty good. Yep, king d8. King d8? Oh, I see. You know what would be good, guys? Yeah, okay. Rook d2 check, and then we can put a stop to the perpetual checks. Except this rook's hanging. Except my rook is hanging. Oh, man. Oh, man. And rook d8 just allows for the checkmate. Oh, man. I should have just played king d8. I thought I was supposed to do both of those. Jay, you might have gotten me this time, man. D7? D7 just takes. I can't take back. Looks like we'll just have to wrap this one up. This is bad. I really misplayed that. The move here was king d8. I was just so scared of the draw. I was so scared of the draw that I lost. Krish says d7. Pillow says it's better to hang than lose. What happened here? Did Jay not take the rook? Oh, Jay is going for the checkmate. Jay is brutal. Oh my gosh. Just savage. D7 now? Yeah. It's the only way to survive. Oh, Jay. The move there was check first. Man, I was playing a game with someone last week, and almost the exact same thing happened, where I was losing by a wide margin, and then the person took in the wrong move order. Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay, we're still in the game, guys. We just have to not throw. We have to not throw the game. We have to not throw the game. So we'll do check first. And then what we're going to do is make sure that this rook is tethered as far back as it can be. That way, this rook will have no play. Pillow says, I will definitely lose with jam. With the way I'm playing, man, I think pretty much anyone has a good chance with the way I'm playing right now. there's definitely chances out there. Now what do we do? Now what do we do? I'm surprised White hasn't played Rook G2 yet. We need our king in a little bit more of an active position. We can just take this pawn. Not too worried about this. Rook comes over, we will go for counterplay. Not defense, but counterplay. Now if the rook moves, move here. And we're going for counterplay. We're gonna go for checks. Hopefully White doesn't play to a dark square, but we're going to try to trade queens. We're going to have to trade queens. If White moves to f6 or e5, it's immediately game with queen check. White has plenty of time. White should use that time. The interesting thing is, excuse me, White wants to, oh yep, game. We'll give Jay a good thumbs up. Good game. You can trade because you were up upon it. Exactly. Yeah. Holy cow, that was a good game. You had me by the ropes, Jam. Oh, sorry, Jam is my name. You had me by the ropes, Jay. You absolutely had that win. Just a small move. Here, let's look what. Man, this pawn structure was so funny. Krish says me next. I think Pillow. Yeah, Pillow called it next. So I'll play a game with Pillow, and then we'll play Krish. Is that cool with you, man? All right, cool, man. Just respecting appearance order. All right, we're going for the two knights attack. If Black plays d5, we can go for a fried liver attack. If Black plays bishop c5, we have a Traxler Gambit. Pretty exciting. Did I say what did I call it, the fried liver? Yeah, it is called the fried liver. I might have said something else. Bishop c5 is the Traxler though. Okay, so we have queen come out, okay. We'll just check and then bring our bishop back. which says, yep. Yeah, it is the fried liver. And then we are once again threatening the same fork, but with different pieces. Here we got it. Fried liver, it's so difficult to defend against. Now we have this diagonal opening up against the king. This is a discovered attack on the king from the knight. Should we do that again? Check. And then like come over here. Is that useful? Or not? Wow, no DRW. No draw. No draw? Is that what you're trying to say? No draw. Yeah. Oh, because of the move. We repeat combinations of the moves. But we're still taking different pieces. We can capture this knight. What do we do here? We really need to castle. We'll take here. We'll check. Now the knight's defended. And we castle. We'll bring the rook into the game. Oof. Some pretty crazy attacking chess here. If we move the knight here to d6, we'll have check from the queen and knight. So black will be forced to move the king. And it doesn't do anything. It really doesn't do anything. What I can do is take the bishop. But it doesn't really do anything. We'll just move the queen. We'll keep the queen safe. So I castled to bring this rook out, but I'm starting to realize the bishop and knight are kind of preventing anything useful with that rook happening. Anything useful from happening with that rook. So let's try to change that. First thing is, if we can, we want to bring more pieces into the game. Oh, we missed an opportunity for more checks. We can just take that pawn. That pawn is hanging. Ooh, man. We can play with our rook here. I wish I saw that. I wish I saw... Instead of taking, I wish I just played the rook to e1. I wish I had. Takes with the rook. Knight to b7. What would knight to b7 do? Knight to b7 works. But I think I was just trying to keep the attack going, bringing new pieces in. I don't want to spend too much time defending. So right now it's like I'm just trying to remove pieces around the king. So here, instead of defending the knight, I get the rook over to take out the bishop. Now what do we have? Queen here. King comes to c8. Pretty much forced. Or bishop e7. Either one. Let's just develop. It's difficult for black. So right now, we can layer on the attack, but part of laying on the attack right now is black is really hampered in. It's difficult for black to move. So what we can do is just force black to move. I made a small mistake there. I definitely made a mistake there. We might just take this knight. And bring in the next rook. Do we just take the knight? Let's do it. We're coming after that king. That's the objective is to get the king, not win material. So this looks kind of like a blunder, but move up, get some more pieces involved. What a dumb move I make. Oh, this is Jay. Oh, that's just in balance with knights to b7. I didn't even notice someone new came in. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hopping in. Jay is saying, what a dumb move I make. Man, you had that game. For sure. I must take a rest for a while. Get some rest, man. Take care of yourself. You had that game, man. You were on top of the world for a second. Is this not checkmate? Yeah, it is. All right. That was a blast and a half, guys. Krish, I think you said you were to play next. Dude, you had it. I was going to resign. And I think it was Pillow who said it's better to hang a piece than give up. In the side of king. Oh my god, yeah. GG, Pillow. That was great, man. I had a blast. He says, I don't see a free rook. That was a great game. That was a great game, Jay. I was GG. Pillow says my favorite opening was used by you. Jay says I'm so embarrassed. You're fine, man. You're fine. I mean, yes. Yesterday I was playing a game where I hung my queen twice. I hung my queen twice yesterday. So you're in good company here, man. Pillow says my favorite opening was used by you. What is your favorite opening, Pillow? Good game, my bro. Absolutely, man. I almost resigned. I was on the button. That's Pillow's fault. That's Pillow's fault for me not resigning. Queen F3. Queen F3. See you next time. I'll see you next time, Jay. Thanks for stopping by, man. Always good playing you. Queen F3. What about Queen H4? Check. Forcing G3. This is, I don't know the name, but the one you used in our game. I'm having a little bit of a brain. I'm such an airhead. I don't even remember what we played. I played so many games in the day. It was like knight F3, knight F3. Oh, the fried liver move. We played the fried liver. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a good time, man. I have miscalculated, guys. I have grossly miscalculated because I'm going to lose a pawn. Grossly miscalculated. What should I have played to Queen F3? I don't know. Then Bishop C4. Yeah, so it was E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, Bishop C4, Knight F6, and then I played Knight G5. And then I think you played Queen E7. We took with the bishop. Yeah, I remember that game, Pillow. I used the fried liver more move once, but his king was smothered. But I play Knight F7. I use knight captures F7 if black plays the move D5 in response to knight G5. In the fried liver, if someone plays it was checkmate at bishop F7. It was checkmate. I didn't see a checkmate. You might be right. But when I haven't looked at openings that much in like 15 years. I only just started playing a month ago again. I used to play a lot in high school. But when I'm another game. Close says I'm another game. But when I was looking at opening theory for the fried liver, I noticed a lot of the times masters, when they would play this, would play bishop captures on f7 if black did anything besides d5. And those are usually winning. So I'm in another game. Cool, man. Yeah, keep playing chess. Always play chess. Always play chess and then play more chess. What is going on with my phone? Someone's having some issues. Let's see. How do we develop properly? We wasted tempo with this queen. We're going to need to castle. Knight's coming to f3. Bishop is going to want to come to c4. Let's take that square from the bishop. So, if I'm doing, this is kind of a cool topic, guys. If I'm thinking about how I'm going to develop, I look at the ideal squares of my pieces, where I want them, then what I want to do, like I want to castle. That's for sure. This b7 pawn is hanging. Let's see if Krish notices. But then I'll look at where my opponent's ideal pieces go, or where my opponent's pieces go ideally. Yep, there it is. And if one of my moves hinders my opponent's moves, that tells me the order in which I do things. If bishop c5, where I want to go, d4 is coming, then I play back, and white gets a fork. Pillow says, so basically last night I played the fried liver, but his king is smothered, so I played bishop to f7. It was checkmate. Oh, nice. But I played knight f7. Hey man, in my book, if you're playing the fried liver, you're winning. Just because, not to say that the opening is winning, but because you'll have so much fun. That you're winning the fun competition. It's a good time, man. I don't know that I would use the fried liver in a tournament. I might. But for online chess, man, it's a good time. Here we have this bishop pin. That's okay. If we have captures, and we're fine. I'm okay with playing these doubled pawns. Okay. Now we're watching for this fork, but the queen is here now. c4 is vaguely threatened. Pillow says, I think knight h6 or black can counter the fried liver. The best stuff I've seen for the fried liver is bishop c5, the Traxler gambit. Let's see, we have... Oh, this wins us the rook. This is... I was thinking c4 keeps the bishop in. Nowhere to really go. We can just come towards the open white king side. Let's see if there's any counterplay for white. e6. Does it do anything? what white would want to do is either get an exchange immediately. Well, white can't move the rook. If white caught a tempo, a knight move would happen. It wouldn't defend the rook, it would just move the knight. There's bishop captures c6. No, than just pawn captures. I was thinking bishop captures d5. But that's not going to happen. Krish is taking his time. I like that Krish is taking his time. Smart idea. Let's see. I'm a little scared of this kind of push idea going on. I've had this, man, the past couple days I've been playing where I lose a rook for a piece, and I'm starting to think that being down in exchange, although like it's no joke if you're down in exchange. Like that kind of sucks for the rest of the game. But I've been winning a few games where I'm down for a rook for a bishop or something, and I'm starting to think in the end games like, man, you still have a lot of play left before the game's over, you know? If you down a few pawns, that's hard to play against, but a piece for a piece, like, they're just pieces. It's one for one. Now here, we don't have to take right away, like we talked about. We don't have to. So we're going to put a little bit of pressure on this queen. Queen can't come to g4, threatening the g7 pawn because of this black queen. So we're doing pretty well. I think it's really important when you have a good move to take a piece or something, it doesn't have to happen right away. This bishop e7 needed to happen anyway, so I can open myself the castle, and we're getting free tempo here for development. When you see a good move, look for a better one. That's like a common chess mantra. And who knows, guys? We might, before we play bishop captures, that's a huge problem for white. We might, instead of going for that, stack it up with mate threats. Looks like it's really hard to get a mate though, because this knight is pinned. We have two bishops. If queen comes to g4 or f5, I can see a checkmate happening. If white gets too caught up in defending the rook. Krish, you're gonna run low on time, man. Pillow says, hi, I'm back. Welcome back, man. Always good to have you back. I like it if you announce when you're watching so I know you're here. It's cool. It helps me kind of talk to you guys. Pillow says, I had to stream. Do you stream as well, Pillow? I had to Steam. Steam? Now, white is possibly has knight f3, and then the knight is defended. Like breathing hot air. Steam, like breathing hot air. Is that like a spa thing? Krish resigns after losing rook. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll give Krish the good game. Good playing, Krish. Always a pleasure, man. I think that was the end of the challenge list. Next person up, whoever is interested in playing, is welcome to send an invite. Let's take a short look at this game with Krish. Krish, it was due to timeout. Yeah, man. So we're taking a little look at your opening. F5 is best. F5 is the response to Queen F3. Wow. F5, huh? D3. And then knight captures C3. What a crazy looking position. I wouldn't play this position because, if I was playing this game, I would want to play as white right now because of this passed pawn. D4 is next. Oh, it never lets them connect. Queen F4. Allowing the capture. Interesting. Because if the capture... If the capture Queen C4... This is a lot of moves with one piece. So F5 is best. What did I play? Queen H4. Yeah, it was a huge mistake. Queen E7 is best. Knight C6 is best. Yep. Made a small error there. C3 is a blunder. Why is C3 a blunder? Bishop D5. Yep, the skewer. Man, that was there for a while, huh? Bishop captures is best. That's a pretty good game. Alright, do we have any challenges? I don't see any requests. If we don't have any challenges, I will do some randoms, and I will be playing some bullet. Phyllis says I'll spectate. Okay. So regular time chess games, I'm not bad at, but you guys have heard me complain about my bullet chess game. I've been playing some one minute games today, and we passed 1100 this morning. What about Pule? What is a Pule? Oh, puzzles. Man, yeah, we did some puzzles. It was yesterday or the day after, the day before yesterday. Let me do one bullet game, and then we'll do some puzzles together if you like. I would love that. This is an Italian game. This is all theory so far. Small move order. Error. That was a little fast. What? One actual game. These guys are messing up early. Philidor's defense. Let's use the Italian against the Philidor. Can you play 10-minute game after? I want to learn. Against randos or with you? Do you like it more when I do the longer games and have commentary going on? Random. Yeah, absolutely. We can do that. Do I capture? Black is a lot more cramped, and that knight is not as useful on. Black is just trying to bring out their pieces a little more. White needs to castle. Yeah, I can't really do I guess I can't really do commentary on bullet chess, huh? It's too fast for me. This is rough. This is so anxiety inducing. We want our rooks on the center file, but also reinforcing this e-pawn. Oh, we dropped a pawn. But black didn't see it. Rook is not very useful there. Oops. Checkmate happening. Now I have noticed in these bullet games, in any other game, it's better to have a bishop in the end of the game. Except these bullet games, it tends to be better to have a knight. Gosh darn it. Alright. Let's do a couple puzzles first. We'll do the daily puzzle, and then we'll play some longer games. Oh, yeah, the daily puzzle. The daily puzzle I can't make large enough. Unless this is it. Nope. The daily puzzle doesn't come in large enough. So we will have to use these other ones. If you guys have input on these puzzles, you can put them in the text. White to move. Okay. We got an 85% speed bonus. Black to move. Okay. Am I going at these a little too fast? Black to move. We want this pin. Then we capture the pawn. After the pawn capture, we stack up on the bishop. Then we capture. That was a big... Let's look at this again. We pin the bishop, natural instinct, capture the defender, we stack up on the bishop, and we capture the knight, and we win a piece. Wow. That was a good one. Queen comes over for check. Oh, this is a little harder. What happens here? Queen comes over for check. King h1. Queen h... We can't come over this way, so... But if we go queen h3, then rook comes. Check. Moves. Check. So instead of check, king moves. Check. Is that what we do? We're down too much material. So this isn't just winning material, we have to win pieces. The reason I thought maybe taking that knight, if king g3, king moves. If we take the knight, and then we have no more checks. If queen g3, king moves, f3, the knight is taking it. So that's why I want the knight to move. Because it's very problematic. Oh, I see. Check. King. Queen h3, check. Knight moves. Then we have knight g1 check. If king takes, knight move with check again. What changes? This is the first move. We know that. Oh, it takes away my rating. Oh my gosh. We are a puzzle. We're doing puzzle ratings? Maybe you capture the knight as the puzzle? It's just winning material. It doesn't tell us. Grish, you were completely right. It didn't look like a winning position though. Here we defend with the queen, because now if white captures, goes for that knight, we go for this one. Is that all of the puzzles we can do today? Okay. I think that's right. If you take knight, you are up 2 pawns. In that one puzzle I was complaining about, Okay. We got a 100% speed bonus on that one. Pillow wanted to see some 10-minute games. Any requests on opening, Pillow? Oh, we're playing Sicilian. Here we go. Ooh, let's play c4. This is going to hamper in d5 later. And we will kingside castle. I don't think that's a very good move. Why is that not a good move? That's not a good move. Because it allows queen a4. Check. Bishop d7 does not allow it to get on that diagonal. Knight d2. If knight d2, we play queen c6. Or, if knight d2, we play knight c6. Queen c7. Then what if queen c7? Nothing? Do I not have any follow-up to this? What happens if queen c7? Trying to make it difficult to start to for black to develop their bishop, but it's proving to be a little bit harder than I thought initially. I thought b6 was a mistake. Black still hasn't moved any of their pieces. This is a bad move because of the pawn fork. That bishop is going to be tough to deal with the entire game. This bishop is going to go to e2, no matter what. So we'll just play that there. We might wait for the knight to come to f6. Play bishop d5. Prasham AG says, hello. Hey, man. Welcome to the chat room, man. It's good to have a new viewer. We've been going through and doing challenges. Do you play chess? Or are you here to spectate and meet new people? The stream is stuck. What do you mean it's stuck? Is there a problem with the audio or video? It's frozen. Is it still frozen? You are audible. Is it still frozen, man? It looks good on my end. Try refreshing your browser or your page. Should be good. Krish says it happens on mobile. Okay. Are you on mobile, Prasham? Thanks, Krish. I appreciate the input, man. I don't know. I don't know about some of these things. Do we play for F4 or F3? F4 is pretty aggressive, but I think we can get away with it because let's castle first. We're going to castle. Let's just do these moves first. We're going to play F3. We're going to play F3. And then now it's working. Good, good, man. I'm glad. Prasham says now it's working. Good, good to hear, man. I'm glad it is. Yeah. So we're just a community of people who we play chess, man. We talk about the games. Anything else going on in the day? How is your day going so far? Hopefully things are going well. If so, that everything is well in India. I think Krish is from India as well. Is that right? Right. Is that right, Krish? That's awesome, man. I'm in the United States. Sorry, who? Krish. Krish is in the chat too. He is he responded to your mobile when you said the screen wasn't working. Krish, are you there? Can you say hi in the chat? Meet Prasham. Maybe we'll start stacking the rooks. All right, it looks like Krish is a little bit shy right now. But yeah, we have at least one other person from India who plays with us. Shy OP, yeah, I guess so. He's been here every day. We just got a new follow. Thank you very much, my man. I appreciate it. We've got 2 threats on the C pawn. We will double defend it. I appreciate the follow, my man. We just started the stream this week, and it's been a blast, man. Met a lot of people. So, what are we going to do? We can't kick the knight. Let's really stack on the C file. So if any exchanges happen, it's going to be devastating. Because black will want to play B5 or D5. I don't have a square for this knight right now. So I'll play bishop F1, knight E2. F5 might come. Pillow says, I'm actually about to stream. So sorry for not chatting. Do you mean Steam again? Do we leave this knight here? What other play do we have? This time it's stream. What are you streaming, Pillow? You never told me you stream. Okay, but now we don't have any threats here. We will play f4. Only one threat on the e-pawn with that knight. Moved over. Let's play f5. I like this, guys. Look at your time. Prasham says, look at your time. Yeah, we're running low. I tend to run low on time. I am not a fast player. Now our rooks look a little silly on the c-file right now. We'll bring our knight up. We are looking at the sacrifice. Queen comes up. But knight black does have stuff like knight f6. And it's too hard to get our white bishop into the game. We can just capture this pawn. There's actually two attackers on that e4 pawn. I didn't see that. We've got to move fast though. Oof. Hope black doesn't capture with the knight. Captures bishop, captures is devastating. Then we get to capture doubled pawns, doubled isolated pawns. We can just capture here with no worries, I believe. We have to move fast though. Okay, table has exploded. We are up a couple pawns. Oh, what have I done? We are just going to move some pawns up. Try to make black a little bit nervous. Sham's right, we just gotta watch our time, man. Bring these pawns up nice and slow. And we can cut off that bishop, actually. That would be nice. I am so scared of knights in the end game, guys. Knights scare the heck out of me. Nothing is scarier than a well-placed knight. This game captures. We get the queen. Or if captures, moves, we pin the rook against the king. Oof. What do we do? We just capture. We've still got two passed pawns. Oh! I didn't see that. Simplified game. We'll do the check. Gets tricky here. Black wants to bring the bishop out. We're not going to let that bishop come. Not a lot black can do right now, but we have to move fast. Might just run low on time and try to catch us off guard, so we lose time. So we have to move instantly. We have to watch if they move the bishop. Now we're threatening checkmate. Oh no, what have I done? Where's my checkmate I had? Oh my gosh! Just one move away. One move away. Oh no. Oh man. Oh. Oh. That didn't feel good. Oh, that was rough. I know I did. Oh my gosh. I know those time constraints. You almost have to have your move ready before you do it. Prasham, would you rather two maybe? Yeah, maybe. Are you interested in playing a game? Whoever wants to play next can send a invite to Checkmate42. Do you have an account on chess.com, Prasham? Prasham. All right. Would you like to play a game? You can send me an invite or a friend request on Checkmate. Cool, man. Awesome. It's good to have a new to get to play a new follower. Let's see. We'll wait for Prasham to send an invite. Oh, there it is. There's the. I had to accept the friend request first. My bad. I wonder if I've done that to people before. Well, let's do a nice friendly game. Do you want to be white or black? Does it matter? It's good to have you here, man. We're just wrapping up the first week of our stream. So you're within our first few days. This is called the King's India Defense. Black allows white to get these 3 pawns in the center with knight. I don't think bishop g5 is a typical move, but this e4 move is. I think white usually plays bishop e3. Black will play d6, preventing e5. And usually play c5 or e5. I like to play the move. Let's play knight d7 and allow ourselves to decide which one we're going to do. If we play e5, captures, 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 captures. That looks okay. Now I have been playing a lot of the Nimzo Indian defense, which has knight f6, e6 at the beginning, but today I started playing this Nimzo Indian. Or sorry, this is the King's Indian. Do I capture? I think I will. I think this open file is devastating to white. Let's see what we can do with it. Yeah, I'd like to play on this open file. Knight D, STK. So the threat here is on this knight. But the thing is, if this knight moves, the queen is threatened. So let's look at this. We have captures, captures, captures. Bishop is out, and then we are so captures, 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 captures. And in that situation, we would be up a piece, I think. But if captures, queen captures check, captures, 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 and then captures, takes, takes, queen takes. I think it comes out about even. But white has pawns on white squares. I think it comes out with white having a better bishop and a better open file. Do we take this bishop? Do we take that bishop? Or do we move the knight? Bishop takes, retake, bishop takes. No, it's defended. That bishop becomes so powerful, though. Yeah, we have to take that bishop. Prashant moves fast. This is someone with a plan. Prashant has a plan. Knight g5 with the idea of defending e4. We play h6 though. Knight is kicked. And we may capture e4 with our rook. If all goes well. If all goes well. I think the right move there was knight e2 or bishop d3 is fine. Bird captures, threatening the bishop. Okay. we could play rook d4, kind of trying to get more play on this pawn. But I think white would just get control of this this e-file. So what if we play rook to e5? Doing both. That's not a bad idea. I like this idea. Okay, so now if rook plays, we don't take it, because if we take, rook takes, and then white has the file, we'll have conflict if white takes, knight takes. We're going to get this bishop developed, attacking this pawn, and then our rook will come out. And black can do something. Capture, white captures, bishop, some bishop move, pawn to kick it, but that white's going to be, that knight was going to be there for a while. We missed an opportunity for bishop a6 there for a second. That would have been a nice move. If knight c5 captures, captures, captures. I don't think that loses, does it? Oh no, my finger slipped. Okay, but we're actually very lucky because b4, knight d3. My finger slipped there. I was just deciding that that move wasn't going to work, but it does. Through just luck. Just luck. Knight f4. Defending the pawn, okay. We've got counterplay and it defends c d3. Here's the deal though. Last time this knight was in play, we kicked it. And here at knight f4, we can try it again. Let's look at it. Knight f3. Sorry, pawn to g5. Then it has these two moves available. This move just gets taken. Knight e2. Let's look at what else is available. Captures first. I think we just played g5, guys. Pawn capture. Oh, because now we're not threatening a fork. That makes sense. We are up a pawn right now. I just feel like when this knight moves, we lose a pawn, though. So we're not really up. Capture. Capture. That way we stay up a pawn. Now which way do we capture, though? If we capture this way, there's more chance of us developing a passed pawn. Which is, I mean, the idea. But with rook still on the table, h6 could prove to be a little bit weak. h6 might be weak, but we'll play We'll play with this. If I move here, we have c6. Captures. Captures. Yeah, then we're really screwed. White has the outside passed pawn. It is difficult to address. I like moves like e4. White has captures, captures, rook c7, bishop captures, rook captures a7, and then white has a passed pawn. c6. I think white missed a win or a draw at the very least. At the very least, I think white had a draw. If not a win right there. We will see where this goes. Do we en passant? It gets rid of our doubled pawns. En passant. And now, usually, black will want to, if you have a white squared bishop, you'll want to have your pawns on dark squares, but we will want light squares right now to really dominate, because this way it works. White doesn't have the opportunity to get behind the pawns, so it's actually a very wide and useful scope. I mean, this is lethal. I think king g6 was maybe a little bit more accurate there. White doesn't really have a way to defend the c6 pawn either. a4 kind of gets in the way of the bishop attacking the pawn. That's something. That is something. Oh no! Hung a rook. I'm sorry about that, man. Excellent game. We'll say good game. Excellent. Yeah, of course, let's do a rematch. Pillow said it's a mobile game. What mobile game do you stream, Pillow? I wonder if Pillow's still here. The Caro-Kann. Okay, so I am actually total rubbish at playing the Caro-Kann. I don't know. I know so little about it, it's embarrassing. I play e4 all the time. I play the Sicilians, whatever. But when it comes to the Caro-Kann, boy, do I not have a clue. Even right now, I'm okay. Knight g3. I remember that. You play knight g3. Knight f3 seems good, defending the pawn. Knight f6. Okay, yeah, we've got ideas. I'm thinking c3. Okay. Black's intention is capture, queen capture, king capture, bishop. So getting development and getting the queens off the board. I will not do that. I will attack the queen. Another option is bishop e3. And after I attack the queen, then what? We can also pin. This is an option too. Now we've got our developments done. Bishop is pretty good on d3, but with this and that going on, with the queen's file and the bishop's diagonal, I was not very comfortable with it. We have knight coming to f3. That looks really good. Does black have any response to knight f3? Ooh. What about queen a4? Queen c7, knight f3. What I like about queen a4 is that if pawn captures, we're set, you know? I really like this queen a4 move. We're going to move a little faster. Prasham hasn't moved nearly as much as we had. It takes so little time. (2005). Does that mean 2005? Does that mean Prasham is 16? Is that right? We can capture this knight. That might be good. That might be good. We don't know. But we'll play f6, mounting up the pressure. Okay, I think we've got it. Something like, oh, queenside castle. What a moment to do that. We have these captures, but okay, capture. It's intense. It leaves the pen, but I think it puts black in danger. We can do queen check. But then what? We need more pieces on the board. Black does have something annoying, which is bishop d3. This pawn capture actually, so we don't want to get the bishops off the board yet. Wait, black just take that bishop, huh? We will play, I suppose we will play bishop f3. Black has the pawn capture. And after pawn takes kingside castle, and it looks like black is doing pretty well, but the king and queen are on open files together, and the black king doesn't really have any pawns to hide behind. So it's a little tricky for black right now. There's that move. Man. It's a doozy. Bishop d3, we just get pawn to c4. So we have to capture first. Oh, that was... Oh, you know what we had? Guys, we had bishop to f4. Let's go queen d4. Taking control of the file, attacking the bishop. So if we can escape with threat, that is usually the preference. We have c4 available here. Oh, I still can't castle. What if I queenside castle? Yeah, I'll queenside castle. Now black has checks. And we have to watch out for those checks. Man, I'm almost in a bad position after castling. I should have just waited to queenside to kingside castle. I'm okay with black taking on d1 because I just get the rook back. But maybe I should play king b1 so I'm not on so many pins. So this pawn isn't pinned and this pawn isn't hanging. This a2 pawn. I was getting a little dangerous. Yep, there we go. I am oh so slightly tempted to just take that pawn. Or sorry, bishop. The only defense I have against that move is a3, which is not a very good move. That is a terrible move to have to play. Oof. Man, I got creamed here. I should not have queenside castled. Here we go. We have a couple checks, and then probably it's game over. Oh, we got another one. I was thinking king b8 there. This actually gives us a chance for counterplay. Um, oh, the move there was queen c8. Yep, it was queen c8. Wow, chances like that won't come again. Material is even. We have the bishop. Wow, guys, we did it by the skin of our teeth. We came out of it alive. What a game. Wow. Great plays here. Oh my gosh, my heart's beating so fast. It's no joke, guys. And we pin the bishop. That's what we want. Now we've got two pieces attacking the bishop, and the king can't get out of the pin. Oh, we could have taken it before. I don't know what's wrong with me. Defending the pawn. We have a surprise check. We move the king. Getting the pawns rolling. And we are only up a piece right now. A piece and a pawn. If we get too man, if I start to get too confident here, there is every chance I can throw the game. Every chance. I saw that. Yep, I was looking at that move too. I think I can play here. I think that saves my position. Oh no, what have I done? Moves. King moves. Moves. So the move here is here. And then that's it. Wow. What a game. What a game, Prashant. Excellent playing. GG. We'll give him the good sport. Absolutely a good sport. Whew. What a game. Let's analyze that just a little bit. If you want to play another one, I'm absolutely down, man. That was a great game. Queen a4 was best. Kingside castle is best. Didn't like the queenside castle because if bishop captures c6. Rook a6 is a mistake because of queen d4, which I did. Game 1, lost 3. Game 2, gained 6. Yep. How bad was queenside castling? Why was this a blunder? Rook captures queen. Queen captures d8. Oh, bishop b7. Wow. I saw that kind of tactic and I didn't see it when it came through. Oh. Unless there's someone else. Prasham, are you interested in playing another game? If anyone else is interested in playing a game, you're welcome to send an invite to Checkmate4283 on chess.com. Have a good day, man. GG's. That was a great time, man. Thanks for following. Take it easy. So we're accepting challenges on. That was good to have a new follower, guys. Love it. And great games. Holy cow. So we have. I think we did the puzzles for today. This coming week, I'll get a membership for chess.com so we can start having like a puzzle hour, something like that. I think that'd be a pretty good time. If no one's playing at the moment, though, I will start doing some 10-minute games. Anyone is welcome to send requests afterwards. Thanks so much for watching, guys. So this is our King's Indian defense again. E4. I think we play d6 here, preventing e5. And now knight d7 probably. This is the first game I've actually played where someone's playing like a really proper white line. I say proper. I guess what I mean is the very basic lines that I know. Yeah, bishop e3, good. We're looking at e5 here. Black has ideas of castling. A6, b5 is something black can do, but white will probably play a4. Black has ideas of rook e8. Okay. They're going to let us take on d4, which I believe is a pretty good advantage for black. I think the move there for white is d5, pawn to d5. Possibly a small error there. Okay, with castling, we'll get the rook on e8. I'm not... This is still kind of a new line for me. I don't remember... Sorry, I say remember. I don't know. I don't even... It's not that I don't remember. It's that I don't even know where the black knight goes. c5, e5, I don't know. I do know that this rook looks really good on e8. I kind of like this knight on e6. That looks pretty cool. What about a6, b5? What do we think about that? Does white have a breakthrough on e5? That's what we have to find out first. So there's the moves e5, capture, capture. That's pretty much done. Capture, 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 capture. White wins it. We want to occupy e4. We can do that if we move this knight, but I don't want to lose the knight. Or sorry, if I move the knight, we lose the bishop, and I don't want to do that. I want to have very strong dark squares. We can play c5 and occupy the square, but then it opens up the light squares for white. Some pretty hefty white square play for white. That bishop on d4 is so strong, though. d4. So here are my move orders. c5, knight g4, and then knight comes back to e5. And then suddenly black's dark squares look much better. I should have played this knight here. We will take white's dark squares. I can't believe white gave up that dark squared bishop. If white doesn't have a dark squared bishop when black's setup has a dark squared bishop in the middle, it's very difficult to really develop an attack against that. And now we're open for our white bishop to come out. So we had a much more cramped position. We did an exchange, and it opened us up. White had some play too, but I think we came out a little on top there. We can do something a little mean here. If we capture this knight, queen captures. If we capture this knight, white has a very, very damaged double pawn, and we have better minor pieces. We'll have this backwards pawn, which is problematic, but white will have a pretty bad bishop. And when I say bad, I mean fairly useless. I'm going to give that a small waiting move. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to prepare a couple things. These two pieces, these three pieces are the only defenders of this pawn. Now we have a couple attackers. Okay, the knight's moved. Now we actually have, if I capture this piece, white is just hanging b2, and that's part of why we played b6. We played b6 because just in case this knight came down here, that pawn is hanging. That was one of the ideas of b6. So if we take, we want the knight, of course. And then we take this pawn, making sure white doesn't have any surprise attacks or anything. This knight f6 move kind of scared me for a second. Just for a second. But this bishop's moved backwards. Easy to forget, but bishop's moved backwards. All right, White's going to think about this for a little bit. I'm sure they are a little bit stunned from that devastating last move we just did. It's not devastating. There's still gonna be plenty of play here. Something I'm a little bit concerned about is that this knight is really strong. So it makes me want to trade it, but then we're going to be in an opposite colored bishop's game, and that can get a little bit hairy. What we can do, so we want to trade off our dark squared bishop for white's knight. Oh man, if I play bishop e4 trying to cut off this diagonal, white has the move captures, capture, knight f6 fork, wins the rook, and then we traded the knight for the black squared bishop, but we would have a very weak pawn. The next move would be rook d1, and we'd have this pawn in front. We wouldn't have anything to really defend it. That's how we would lose a pawn. So bishop d4 loses a pawn. Do we have to move our bishop right now? No. No, we don't. We can just play... We can play something like... We'll play bishop g7. We can't play a6 yet because that rook move was going to force our bishop to move, and then they would capture this pawn with all kinds of bad threats, with rooks ready to stack too. All kinds of bad threats. I wonder if it might be better to play a6, bishop to a6. That might actually be pretty good. There's also options like bishop c8, bishop d7, or e6, probably e6, and then moves like f5. The thing about f5 is that it's not really in my best interest to open up my king more. Okay, this is good. This is all possible because now the bishop does not have the d3 pawn. If we look here, if I tried to move my bishop to a6, it was not. Whoops. In this position, Man, everything keeps moving. I'm low on time. I'll show you guys later. Okay, we have c3. c3 is pretty good. Where is it? There's only 2 defenders on this e pawn now. Let's do it. c4. Pawn to c4. White is a little caught off guard. Made it so that their rooks are not stacked right now. We have plenty of time to develop. Maybe this knight will be pushed back. I mean, this is a great opportunity, guys. We're gonna get this rook to push this pawn. It's all coming together. We're still only up 1 pawn. But it's a passed pawn, and that's something. Okay. We want that knight on a stick. Yeah, we're just going to capture it. Absolutely. Pawn moves, captures, rook capture, queen capture. How about that? That's pretty slick, I feel like. I feel that that's a pretty slick move. Oh no! There's rook capture. He didn't see it. There was a rook capture there. They didn't see it. Alex 3124 didn't see it. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I pre-moved. Hold on. I didn't see that. I didn't see that move. Oh my gosh. I was just so... I was just so ready for it. Oh man, guys. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. That hurt so much. Oh, I can't breathe. We had that game. Oh man. One blunder. Yeah, no kidding. B7 is a book move. B3 is excellent. C5. Is C5 the move? Is that what I'm supposed to be playing? C5 is best. So we did that right. Rook E8 is best. Good. B6 is best. Okay. I wasn't so sure. I didn't know if I was just... I didn't know how I was supposed to be stacking these moves. Oh, and then if A6, B4, it allows A5. Okay. So C5 is good. Okay. Bishop B3 is best. B6 is still good. Okay. Queen D2 is a mistake because of knight captures E3. Yeah. I felt that. H3 is best. Really? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Knight captures E5 as an alternative. Bishop e6 is best. The one time I finally play b6, it's good. It's not best though. I don't know, man. Rook 81 is best. Wow, this guy's pretty good. A lot of really good best moves. Oh, well, it's attacking the backwards pawn. Of course it's best. Now let's look at this. I'm fascinated by the differences. Rook e1 is best. It just said this was the best. This is more best? Okay, computer. Bishop e7. Bishop e2 is best here. I felt like knight d5 was pretty good. Knight captures f3, check. Yep. Knight, bishop captures b2. Bishop c6 is best. Bishop c6. Why on earth? Oh, I'm sorry, bishop c6. Oh, it prevents... That prevents bishop a4. Wow. Yeah, that really screws up black's side. It makes the rooks have to go to... Yep. Yep, that's a really good move. Rook d3. g3 is an alternative. Okay. I don't see the advantage of g3. Bishop a6 is best. Good. Man, we just had some really high accuracy in this game. Bishop a6 is best. Then bishop b7 was best again. b5 was good. Rook c3 would have been better. I agree. I would have liked to have kept the white rooks in a position where they can get doubled. Man, look how many best moves we have here, guys. This is pretty cool. Rook d3 is best. Bishop captures c3 is a mistake. d5 is a mistake. Rook c5 is the move here. Then I have, yep, here, this is what I was saying where rook d5 was the move. Rook captures e1 check. And look at me blunder. Holy cow. Oh, man. That did not feel good. Alright, guys, I have time for one more game. If anyone wants to send a invite to Checkmate 4283, you're welcome to. And, yeah. Let me know if you're interested in playing. If not, I'll play one more 15-minute game. Hopefully we won't throw that game. Wow. Let me look at... Where the... Report. Accuracy. Three lessons per week. Unlimited lessons. 25 puzzles per day. That's pretty cool. Man, that was such a good game. Okay. I don't see any invites, so we'll just play another 15-minute game. All right, this will be the last game of the night. Thanks for everyone who came out and played and spectated in the commentary. Really appreciate it, guys. That was fantastic. What a great time. If he plays the 2 Knights defense, I will play the Traxler Gambit, or sorry, the Fried Liver attack. I will play it. Black is taking their time. That's okay with me. D3. Oh, sorry, D6. My bad. Black's move. D6. We will play as if we're doing an Italian. Let's see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't remember how these lines go. But I think we might just get an enormous center here. E5 will be an objective. Bishop G4. This has a pretty rough pin on the queen. We can get out of it with Queen B3 threatening the pawn, defending the knight. Let's play aggressive here. I like this move. He removes the pin on the knight. It does leave a couple things hanging. This capture. We are actually threatening checkmate right now. If bishop captures, check, king moves here. Queen to e6 is checkmate. Wow. How does black defend? I think the only defensive move is Queen d7 or Queen c8. Or something like that. If we capture, bishop captures, then we take the knight. There is an in-between move here that is pretty good. Knight a5, but we have Queen a4 check, c6, we take the knight. So we still take the knight. Bishop captures, we capture c6, and we will be threatening checkmate again. If knight moves, still going to be checkmate. And along with these checkmate ideas, we are threatening capture of f3, whether it's with the queen or the g-pawn. We might play a game after this. This one was a little easy. Bishop captures, capture f7, and king d7 the only move. We have queen e6 checkmate. What a game, guys. King Seaman. I wonder if this is from a you cannot accept this challenge at this moment. I will accept the challenge. Oh, that was from our last opponent. Okay, I thought that was from a viewer. My mistake. My mistake. Alright, this is the last game of the night, guys. We're allowing this guy to redeem themselves. We will see if they can. I'm starting to like this move. A6. Oh, I remember. It's supposed to be knight f6. If e4, then I play d5. And that's a little bit nuts, but I've been looking at that line. It is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. d6. We might be able to transpose into that. Except this knight is hanging. The knight will move. b5. Bishop comes to d2. Oh, man. Hung the bishop. White is... This, our opponent, I can't say the name. They're not having... Our opponent is not having a good day. I thought they're... I've made an error. I thought the bishop was hanging. It is not hanging. Captures, captures. Then we're threatening c4. Then captures. I might be rushing for that bishop a little prematurely. Maybe just a little bit. Yep. E captures d5. That was pretty much forced. White has an awkward knight. Any moves like h6, I feel like just let the white get back without wasting tempi. I will develop in a way that that knight has to go out back without me having to play a forcing move like h6. I think we win the bishop here. We gave white plenty of warning here. Including when I thought I already had trapped it. White actually has a very lethal combination here of queen capture. Oh, okay. I was looking at queen captures, king captures, knight captures, f7, has a fork, and just wins a rook. But if queen captures d8, I have knight captures d8. If the rook comes in, we have moves like bishop e7, knight e7, bishop d6. Things are fine. Not bishop d6, because then the knight captures. Not that that's bad, but we went to play clean. Ugh. e7. We will play bishop e7 with the idea of a threat. I guess knight f6 kind of ruins the threat, huh? With the idea of a potential threat in 3 moves. In 5 moves. In 3 or 5 moves, we'll have a threat. Rook d8. Okay. What about a move like queen c7? I'm all about it. I like it. I am all about queen c7. If I was to move, I would be the move queen c7. Because it's not great, but it's not bad. It is a-okay. We actually had the option, so we've moved all these pawns. We had the option of bishop e7 later, kind of cutting into white's king side, like a dagger through the heart. White has more chances at some counterplay here. Bishop f3, bishop f3, or sorry, queen f3. Oh, actually, if queen f3, we just capture the knight. So white has to keep the queen on this diagonal, oh, sorry, on this file to maintain the pin. I'm getting a little tired. Saying wrong things. Okay, we got the pawn. 2 pawns for a piece. Queen comes into c4 with the threat of check. Mate. Checkmate is the threat. But like we said, we just take the knight. Now white will get the dark squared bishop into the game. But I believe when we play knight e7, we will get to castle. And now white may have lost too many pieces to really compensate for the lost material with position. You can compensate for lost material with ooh. This is tricky. Takes. What do I have? If I castle, takes. But the thing is, if I take with the knight, my queen is hanging. So what do I need to do? Rook a7? Does rook a7 do it? I think rook a7 does it, guys. Kind of a strange looking move, but it does it does its thing. Now our queen can go on to do bigger and better things. Queen c5. Third piece attacking the knight. By castle. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Rook takes. Queen takes. Okay. But now if bishop takes. Knight takes. Queen takes. Rook takes. I believe I can castle. I believe I can castle. I believe I can cross the rooks. Stream's looking good. This feels good wrapping up the first week of streaming, guys. I'm so happy with how this has been turning out. Really am. We've had a lot of regulars, a lot of people chatting, a lot of people playing. Love it, man. Really feels good. White doesn't have a... More than anything, White needs to just develop. Get the knights out. There aren't any tactics here that work. We looked at them. I wonder if they'd be interested in... Let's ask if they have a Twitch. We'll send them a little invite to our stream. I wonder if that's rude. I wonder if that's inappropriate to, like, advertise. Maybe it is. Oh well. He says he doesn't. Just having a good time here, sir. We'll be polite. I didn't know. I didn't think about that. Whether that was a little out of bounds to ask. But he was polite. They were very polite. We're up a piece. It's not obvious how to continue. I would like the knights to be better than they are. That this knight isn't really pinned because the rook defends it. We need this rook in play, which is a little tricky. I might need to play something like bishop d7 and rook d8 before this rook gets into play. Not with the bishop there, though. I don't know. I'm up a piece, and I'm having a tough game. What in the world? Maybe the bishop comes to e6, and then e8. Yeah, that works. We are under attack. Queen b7. Does it do anything? Queen c7 does it do anything? Queen b7. Bishop e3. Threatening the rook. Then we play queen e6. The rook doesn't even need to be there anymore. Queen b7. We are doing fine. Someone messaged me saying that I have to remind them to tell me the funniest thing about The Simpsons. I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time. Does anyone have any funny anecdotes about this? Any favorite moments from The Simpsons? What a random question. Should I tell them what year it is? No, wait, Simpsons are still making shows. Man, I was gonna act like he was dumb. But I forgot they're still making shows, yeah. I forgot about that. White's done well. White has done really well bringing the rooks into play. Fantastic. That is excellent. Good for them. My big thing right now is I want to trade off the knights. So I'll probably play something like knight e7. Oh, I can't. Capture, capture. Capture, capture. Bishop captures, queen captures. I can, okay. I can do something like that. There's a weird... f4 weirdly puts on a little bit of unwanted pressure. I mean, I can kick the bishop right away, but at some point, f4 might have some pressure. If I was white right now, I tell you what I would do. I would push these pawns. Yep, c4 is the move, man. That's good. Good play, white. Good play. Alright, white has made a move. And what do we do with moves? We answer moves with more moves. That pawn's not really hanging. We can't really get to it yet. We have to connect our rooks first anyway. That's the big thing. That's our big task for right now. If queen captures, it doesn't look great. If queen captures, do we still have this knight move? The knight move doesn't do anything anyway. The knight will probably go to e5. I like that move. I wonder if we should create kingside attacks with our knights. I feel like I've been up a piece for a long time, but I've been on the defense this entire game. Let's look at this. Let's look at this game. Yeah, I've been on the defensive. Let's play f6. Bishop moves, we just move our rook to a8. We did give white some discovering checks, but they don't really do anything. We have this nice little attack, actually. Pretty cute threat. I like that a lot. The only thing that can defend against that move is queen interfering, which is bad for white. Or, okay. White has defended against it. Rook development with tempo. That's good. Remembering that the queen gets a check, a free check at some point. We want to trade off material. We might try rotating these knights. We want something in front of this pawn so it doesn't just keep pushing. Knight g4 is actually pretty strong. Oh, it's hanging the knight. I'm looking at this blundering move. It's a strong move. Really affects the game. I didn't say how or why. Oh man. Running out of stamina. Gonna push it through this last. We're gonna finish strong on this last mile. I've had this ominous feeling that white is going to play f4, and I felt this way the entire game. How long have I feared f4? Yeah, I've been thinking about f4 for a while. White is thinking about coming in to a5 or b4. Let's challenge white's rook. Yeah, let's do that. I don't have to cover d8 because I have d7. It's not a big deal. White can trade, has the power to trade queens whenever they want. we have the move capture, bishop moves, and if we want, boom. How good of a move is that? The thing is that it allows for, oh, c3 doesn't even happen. What about white's check? Guys, I think rook c1 is brutal. Wins the piece. Gets it. Oh, you know what? If white plays in like g3, that's checkmate too. I think it's rook c1. We had time to look at more lines and stuff, but I just think it's a good move. White has to play something defensive. That was pretty cool. We made white play pretty defensively there, guys. I like the move queen d3. The b8 square is covered by the knight. Any queen checks are now gone because of black's queen. And we can start. I didn't really. We're in a position where we can start thinking about moving the knight up. Black's moves like rook b7 are starting to seem a little useless in light of moves like knight to e5 or knight f8. Black has a kingside attack, and it's going to lead to exchanges of pieces. Let's see. Sorry about that, guys. It's not like white doesn't have threats here. We have to respect white just a little bit right now. If I played queen d1 and white played queen e8. Alright, the move is queen d1. White plays queen e8. Knight to f8. But queen e1 doesn't. But queen d1 doesn't threaten the bishop. It has no new threats. None. A move like queen a5, that's interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. These knights are doing a lot of work right now. But the thing is, we are hanging this rook. Let's deal with the obvious threat here. Let's maintain the pin. I love the pin. And we may be able to force an exchange. It reinforces the attack on this pawn. The knights are keeping the king safe miraculously. Like the knights are doing such an incredible job defending the knight. These are the King's Guard. The Royal Elites. This rook just can't come in to defend the pawn or attack the king. This queen can't attack. This move defends the king and its brother knight. I mean, sorry about that. I have a friend who needs to come over. We've got knight f8. Look at these beautiful knights. Just wow. Just wow. We are threatening checkmate again here, guys. Or I'm sorry, not checkmate. If I was thinking queen d3, king g1, rook captures is checkmate, but queen d3, white has queen d2, and we get the exchange. We would get the exchange, and then rook captures d6, and then we're still trying to trade off the rooks. White has done a good job using the pawn advantage. I think if White had pushed the pawn sooner, they would have had a little more counterplay, but they did extremely well. I felt like I was on the defense for most of this game. We will do a brief analysis of it in a second. Okay. That's a move. I think we can just capture the pawn. I don't think there are any threats. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that our position is solid. And we're going to tell white that we know we're solid. And just start taking material. All right. Were they a good sport? Absolutely. You will say good game. All right. I will start looking at getting a chess membership to the site, guys, so we can do more puzzles and more in-depth analysis. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll conclude that for the stream for today. Thank you guys for everyone who chimed in. We had so many people come in. It was fantastic. This is exactly what we're looking for in the stream. Thank you guys so much. I will be on tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys later.